Very good morning everyone. Welcome to Hackway Information Security series. In today's video, we will look into how we can bypass the security of Linux operating system. For our demonstration, the operating system which I am using is Ubuntu 11.10 Honorary Core Slot operating system. The thing is, Linux is considered to be a very secure operating system, even though we can bypass the security of such a very crucial, such a very secure operating system very easily in 2 minutes. And for this, we need nothing. That means we don't need any CD, any other conboot operating systems, or any other different types of bootloader or anything. What we can do is we can simply upload a shell in the grub and can move into the system and can bypass the system security. The password updation, the policy settings of Linux can be done very easily, even though this is like a 0-day vulnerability using which we can move into the system very easily. So let's have a look how we can do such things, and this is in appreciation with the students who are connected to Hackway, and we are receiving very good questions, very good appreciation from students all over the world for our Windows hacking and for our different series which we are heading on. And after a lot of workshop, lot of security discussions, we are again back for our online users, our online students. So let's have a look how we can bypass the system security of Ubuntu 11.10. So let's start our hacking part. What we have to do is, we have a virtual machine installed in our system, and in this I have installed an Ubuntu 11.10 Honorary Core Slot operating system. Let's have a look how it appears when we have a password set up in Linux operating system. The beauty of the system is, of Linux operating system basically is, when the user is installing the Linux operating system, he has to supply a password, and this password is mandatory. If the user has not supplied any password for Linux operating system while installation, the installation will not complete. So in order to hack the Linux operating system, that means suppose we are at a place where we forgot our password and we have to move into the system. So there is a thing like, in Windows there may or may not be a password present, but in Linux there will always be a password present in the system. So let's try some random passwords. I have typed in something and tried to move into the system, and is asked that the password is wrong. And we know that in the Linux operating system we have an administrator account which is known as root. So this is the username. Let's try some random password for this as well. And using this we can see that we cannot move into the system. Here is a guest session which is of no use because we don't have permissions to do anything in the guest operating system. So what we can do is, let's shut down the system. What we will do is, I need no operating system CD or no conboot CD, no bootloaders, no extra CDs or DVDs to move into the Linux system. Let us see how we can get into the system. What I did is, while booting into the system, I have to press the escape key, and as soon as I press the escape key, I will move into the grub parameters like this. Let's make it our full screen. Here what I have to do is, here I have an option E to edit the commands before booting into the system. So what I will do is, I will press E, and here I am in the GNU grub version 1.99 12 Ubuntu 5. Here what I can do is, I can change some modules, we can change some codes. What we have to do is, I have to introduce a shell in here. Why? Because using the shell I will provide some commands to the system like this. What I did is, I have initialized a bash shell in the system. And now what I will do is I will press the F10. Here it is, I have to press this F10 to boot into the system. As soon as I try pressing F10, let's wait for the shell to come. And here you can see that here we have got a shell and it is the root user. So we need not provide any password to move into the root command shell. What I can do is from here we can change the password of the root, and here it is asking for the new Unix password. That means there is if I don't know the current Unix password, there is no problem for me. I can simply move into the system just by providing the new password, and I can move into the system via this new password. So let's try a password for this. Let's say it is HACKVEDA. HACKVEDA. I have let's try again. I have made a mistake. HACKVEDA and HACKVEDA. So the password updated successfully. The beauty is, what we can do is we can check all the usernames present in our system. Every username is present in the home section. Let's try a list command and see what all users are present. Here we can see we have a Hackwade named user. Let's try changing the password for Hackwade. It is asking the new password again. That means I don't need the current password of this Hackwade username or Hackwade account. So let's try something. Let's say it is Hackwade again, HACKVEDA. HACKVEDA. So the password updated successfully. So the beauty is we have to go to the system, provide the password for Hackwade and root as Hackwade, and we can move into the system. Let's try it out. I will power off the system again, and let's power on the system. Let's press the enter. And let's wait till the system boots up. I request you all to use these particular mechanisms for good uses. This is to let you know the importance of information security and why it is mandatory to put up policies in our Linux system and Windows system and various other flavors of operating system present in today's world. The mechanism to bypass into any operating system is very easy. So let's try in a password for here. Last time we have tried for root. If you want to check for the root, let's type in root, and the password we try is HACKVEDA, and we are moving into the system. That means the password we supplied at the time we uploaded the shell was accepted, and we are into the system. What more we can do is we can before that we can check who am I, and we are root. That means from here we can do each and everything. What more is, let's try log out and move to another user, which is a this is Ubuntu 11.10, and it is Hackwade, HACKVEDA, and again we are into the system. And Control Alt T, who am I? So this is Hackwade. Suppose I try to change the password from here, it will ask me for the current Unix password. I have to supply the current Unix password correctly, and then I can move into the new Unix password. So this is the beauty, that before moving into the system, the policies of the system are also set. Even though we cannot change the system from inside, but we can move into the system from outside the operating system. So I hope you all enjoyed this session. There are multi more options using which we can move into the security of any operating system, and Linux operating system especially. We will introduce you all with the new sessions with the new techniques using which we can move into the Linux operating system. But the beauty is, we request you all to follow these for very good things, not for the malicious activities, because the main role for information is to make the information secure. So thanks a lot for watching, and here you all can see, you all can visit. A lot of options are available, a lot of discussions, a lot of security issues are being discussed on Hackways. So please provide us the comments, and hope you all like this video. So thanks a lot for watching and have fun.